Oh, good morning. You know what? There is so many things that say summer. For me, one of them, cherries. We're celebrating one of the juiciest, one of the most nutritious fruits of the season. Cherries. They're a fast, family-friendly way to boost flavor, but also nutrition. Joining us now is nutritionist corporate wellness educator Jessie Lee, back with us this morning to share a few wonderful recipes. Goodness, good to see you,
Good to see you
Jessie.
too.
I just love cherries.
So good. And you know what? We can love them. They are full of health benefits. We've got antioxidants in there. We've got fiber in there that's going to feed the good bacteria in our gut, help with digestion. We've got some melatonin.
There's melatonin in cherries.
Melatonin!
I didn't know that.
So you can help you sleep at night.
So we're in cherry season right now. It doesn't last all that long.
No, it's only about a month, so you've got to take advantage of it while you can. I mean, they're available all year
Sure.
round, but they're really good for you.
Okay, what do we want to make first?
We're going to make a smoothie first.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm going to show you how to make it. But what I will say is that to save on dishes, what I like to do is do a little smoothie kit.
Just a little tip. Just
So yeah, on a Sunday meal prep, do a whole bunch of these smoothie kits, freeze everything, and then in the morning, all you got to do is dump it and then blend it.
okay, let's
So
dump it
today
in.
we're going to dump. So we've
Because
got
normally this
cherries
would be
going in.
frozen,
That's
right?
right. Yeah. So they're not going to be frozen today.
That's fine.
It's going to be fine.
But if you wanted to, you could also, what was that there? Just put it in.
Protein powder.
Protein
I
powder.
gotta have that protein.
Okay. What type of milk?
So this is my
For sure.
almond oat milk.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're putting almond butter in there right now.
Alright.
And then we've got protein in here. We've got the almond butter so that we have protein and healthy fat from the almond butter. That's going to give this staying powder. A smoothie that doesn't have a source of protein and healthy
That's right.
fat really is the kind of smoothie that, I don't know, a few minutes later, 20 minutes later, you're hungry again. And
Sure.
we don't want that. Okay,
That,
banana in there.
spinach?
Okay, so here's the deal. The spinach is going to make it enough. But we're adding nutrients. So we're going to do it. But it's going to make it dirt brown.
Right.
So when I take pictures for my website, I go,
Will you taste the spinach in there when it's in there?
no, that's the best part about spinach. It's
Yeah.
my favorite thing to add. to
So don't
smoothie.
worry about the color.
Don't worry about the, see, look, it's pretty now. And then, wait for it. And there's the spinach. That's not too bad. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad. So we get this going and blend until smooth. Now, we didn't freeze any of this, so it's not going to be as,
Too sharp.
you know,
It's cold, it's all good.
But what I would
That's
do
why
is
you
when-
could use frozen ones too if you didn't,
100%.
Right,
So
got
you can
that.
totally use the frozen one. You could also use ice cubes. So
Sure.
you can throw ice cubes
use
in
that.
there. So there.
Okay,
How
let's-
fast is that?
Cheers to this cherry smoothie. To the other things you have in front of us, what are they?
I'm gonna take this because it's so good. So these I'm really excited about. These are my cherry almond muffins. What is so cool about these, totally gluten-free, really high fiber because it's made with almond flour. So great source of fiber, great source of protein. The cherries give it more fiber.
Are you cutting the cherry? Are you chopping them up, or are you just cutting them in half, or are you
Yeah,
leaving the
so
whole
I
cherry in
use
there?
this little cherry
Oh
popper
wow!
thing.
What's this?
So it's this great device. Let's see if you want to try it. This makes the cherries so much easier to prepare. You stick it right in there,
Okay.
and then the
Just
pick
get this
comes
online.
right out.
Oh, the
Yep.
pick comes right out.
Look at that.
There you go.
Oh,
So easy.
Yay.
If you didn't have one, you could also use a
Perfect.
straw.
Watch it. The splatter goes a little bit.
Yeah,
so you
that's
kind of
why
have to
I'm
be
backing
careful.
up because I don't want to ruin my outfit.
Oh, I
But
already touched everything. Oh, sure it is.
there we go. So you could also use a straw. The problem with a straw is that it's a lot harder because you've got to aim it better.
Right.
Yeah, not
To get in there.
still works though.
Okay.
Big splash down on that one.
Right. What do you got down here?
Okay, finally, those are my chocolate cherry macaroons. They're coconut, they have the cherries in there, they have flaxseed in there. Again, what's nice about these, we've got the fiber. So it's going to slowly release the sugar from the chocolate on top and the maple syrup versus it. So we don't get a sugar spike followed by a crash where we just want to have a nap. So all of these work as really nice snacks if you're looking to fuel your summer.
Got cherry juice everywhere.
I know, I told it's messy. It's a messy thing, but you know what, it's worth it. It's antioxidants, all those good fingertips.
And you don't have the pieces of cherry.
Yeah, I blended them.
You blended them,
I blended
unlike
it.
you did in there.
These ones
Right.
I left the chunks because I just find you get that like
Confirmed.
splash of juice when you bite into muffins.
What about the nutritional value of frozen cherries to actual?
Great question. So right now we're so lucky they're fresh. But the thing with frozen is that they're picked when they're at their peak freshness. So they actually have really high nutritional value. They have more than any other kind of like canned cherries, often the canned ones in the sugar situation. So yeah, frozen cherries, fantastic option and work really well in the smoothie. They would work in the other ones as well.
gotcha.
Oh, we love cherry pie.
Where can we get the recipes?
Yes.
The book?
So I've got a cookbook, Healthy Dairy-Free Desserts. So if you go to my website, jessielanewellness.com/snack, you can get a free snacking cookbook to fuel your summer.
There you go. Jesse, Lee, thank you so much. Cheers to this wonderful
Cheers.
smoothie.
Yes.
Cheers to summer. Cheers to cherry season. And cheers to us not being done, because there's nothing